Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Let me know if the audio is all good. Yo, yo, yo. Just gonna check it on my phone as well. Yo, what's up? Romo Gaming. How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Let me know if you can see the chart. All good. Euro USD. I'm a little bit ill, so if I sound ill, that is why. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So yeah, so this challenge that I'm gonna do is actually just gonna use the silver bullet and see if I can pass the funded. You're bearish on euro. Nice, nice, nice. It's playing around in that daily SIBI at the minute, so hence why it's just going sideways. Once it breaks out there, we'll see where it wants to head to. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. There might not be a trade today. Like if there's not a silver bullet set up that I'm confident with, there's no point in me taking it. Um, there could be one tomorrow, so but I'm just going to document every single journey, every single day that I'm live and we're going to be trading. Then I'll update in the Discord. I've made like an Excel spreadsheet, um, and I'm just going to do it like the percentages. So yeah, so it's going to be 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. New York time. That hour time frame or the hour time range is when I can execute trade. Pretty sure I got the rules. I did make the rules. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Where's it on here? Those are the ones I could think of. Couldn't really think of anything else that I'm going to add. But silver bullet only, risk 1% per trade, one trade per day, USD only. And then also, it's not financial advice. So I don't want you guys um, putting a lot of money into a trade idea that I have. Yo, what's up, slaying chickens, man? Hope you're well. I'm a little bit ill, so if I sound ill, that is why. Um, but yeah, the first episode of the Silver Bullets Funded. I don't know whether it's going to be 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'll just see how it works. This is not the first, I guess, the first stream that I'm going to try it. Um, but yeah, I hope everything goes well, and I hope you guys can hear me clearly and see the charts clearly as well. Um, Let me add as well. It's going to be at 10 a.m. What's going on? There you go. If we break out of this daily SIBI here, if we look on the 15, uh, let's have a look. Not too much. Just see this green candle here to see how we react to this. If I go wrong, I'm just gonna literally, and then I'll be wrong. I'm just gonna stick to one trade per day. Um, but if I take a trade early, 10 a.m., literally like say there's a silver bullet at like 10:05, and we lose the trade. Um, if we lose the trade, then we still take read and just see where price ends up wanted to go. So I can't. So the strat that I'm using is literally yeah. I'll type that out. But it might be quite long to just type that out. It's like hard to explain on just by a few bits of text. I just wanted to have the text um, of the rules, to be honest with you. Um, but DM me if you can't hear me. Let me just say I'll just put if you can't hear me, and I will uh, explain the strat on Discord because I don't really. I just want the rules up on there really. I don't want it to be um, too like messy. Oh yeah. Oh okay. 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 Yeah. 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 Just text me, bro, and I'll explain the rules for you. Which port firm? I'm pretty. It's called Alpha Capital. Alpha Capital. I'm trying out. So on my other screen is I haven't tried trading on the computer. It's usually on my phone because I'm funded by FTMO. So I literally just take the trades on my phone. But this one here is on the computer, so it'd just be on my um, other screen. And yeah, and then I'll just send a screenshot or whatever of the trade that I take. But you won't be able to see the actual trade that I take. I'll just place it on here, something like maybe like this, bang. Um, but yeah, something like that. Then I'm going to send in the group chat like the Excel spreadsheet of each trade that we take, the percentage of the loss or the gain, stuff like that. Just going to see. I'm sure by like the stream five, we'll be like used to what's exactly happening, and I'll be good with everything. But yeah, 10 minutes till 10 a.m. How's your Monday been, guys? Oh, nice giveaway. It was a giveaway account. Nice. Luckily, that's lucky you won that. Nice, nice. Yeah. I mean, I was going to do FTMO, but FTMO is the one I'm actually funded with. But I don't know. I just want to try a different one. But yeah, I hope you guys' Monday is going well. Yeah. Someone. Let me just say. That's alright. But yeah, did I went to the gym today? Even though I'm feeling a bit ill. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not. But um, yeah, leg day today. Defo not the one. But yeah, let's see. Price is struggling to break out this CB high here. So Defo, do not try and buy it just yet. If we go on the higher time frame, this is the dollar. This CB here. So this acts as an inversion fair value gap already. So as support. If this breaks lower, I want to see it act as resistance again. And then we'd be happy to run towards this weekly BISI and the sell side. There's also a teeny bit of an inefficiency here. This is where the 1st of Jan was, so there's no trading really. And there's a little bit of an inefficiency there that price may want to head to. But if we bounce from here, then I want to see this weekly SIBI. It's reacting nicely. If it bounces up, I want to see this act as support. Then I'll be confident for it to take out these highs and want to aim into this inefficiency here. So let's go on the euro. Same thing with the euro, this SIBI showing the support. If this bounces lower, reacts as resistance, then we'll be heading towards this inefficiency and the sell side. But if we break up, I would say this inefficiency here, I want to see potentially the consequent encouragement get closed above on the daily, and then I'll be more confident to run this high. So yeah, it's only Monday, and like I said at the start of the video, when I'm live, it doesn't mean that there's going to be a trade setup. The worst thing to do is force trades. It could just be a sloppy Monday where it's going sideways, and there's literally no point in forcing a trade, getting stuck into a trade and just where it's going up and down. But yeah, if there is a trade that I'm happy to take, then I will take it. But yeah, let's go back on the lower time frame. Let's go on the 5. So if it broke above here, then there's a little bit buy side here, that inefficiency, and then buy side. So, and the 15 doesn't really have anything in there. If there's no inefficiency that you can see, there's this here. If there's no inefficiency you can see, then the next thing is wicks. So potentially could be this wick here. Could be a draw potentially. Whether we actually zoom out, let's move this over here. This was NFP. So NFP ran sell side and then ran buy side. Just didn't quite feel this inefficiency here. There's this box here, this blue box, is a 4-hour BISI. So we actually look on the 5 at 5 a.m. today, so New York time. Made a lower low, so low, high, lower low, higher high. So to that high there. So this candle, this blue candle, green candle, sorry, is a bullish breaker. So I really like the bullish breakers. So make it black. Bullish breaker, inside is a fair value gap. Look how it respects it multiple times. And then 7 o'clock is the kill zone. So there's a potential entry there. So there's multiple entries in the kill zone for it to then run higher. And then I'd say the draw liquidity would be that daily BC high, or CB high, sorry, with buy side here. And then if it wants to keep expanding a little bit higher, then there's that little gap here where I think price, not sure if it has hit fully. Just tapped it to the low of it. So yeah, that was a little entry there. Yeah, sorry if I sound ill. I got it on the weekend, so yeah, hopefully I get better soon. But yeah, what are you guys looking at? Have you found anything yet? You guys entered any trades yet? Let me know. I know it is only Monday, so Mondays can be really slow. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people who've gone long here. So there's going to be stops, and a lot of people gone short here. So there's going to be stops above there as well. So I think once the market, even news situation happens, it's going to run either side quite quickly. So you're having confidence issues. How comes, bro? I mean, that's definitely normal. But yeah, best thing to do is write down the exact on like a notepad or on the computer. Write down exactly the rules that you're going to take a trade. And if it doesn't happen, like literally if one of them doesn't even happen on the screen, and you think it looks like a good trade anyway, just don't even take it. Like just build the habit of, even if it looks nice, if it doesn't tick one of your things, don't even take the trade. Just read it. Just watch what the trade does. And then, because once you do take the trade, you should be happy with any of the outcome because you actually stuck to the setup. So, and if you have that edge and you have that trade set up, then in the long run you should end up in the blue in the profit. Yeah, yeah, nice, bro. I mean, again, try not with this live funder challenge. Um, Hopefully, you guys don't take the same trade as me. I mean, you guys might, but yeah, it's definitely not financial advice. It's just something that I'm going to do. And I think it puts me a little bit out of my comfort zone in live trading. And I just want to see. It's going to be interesting what the results are. As long as I stick the exact same thing, the silver bullet, I just want to see what the results look like in about a month time. I want to see it like on the spreadsheet and stuff. It's going to be interesting what it looks like. Um, but yeah, it's Wednesday CPI, so probably won't be trading that day. Um, but yeah, if you guys still want me to go live, I will. We can take read the CPI. But things like that, there's no point in me trading because that's when the market is like just a low probability and it's hard. So there's no reason for me to like risk the account um, when you could just literally just watch and just relax for that day. Um, yeah, yeah, we'll go live. Sorry if you hear my stomach bother as well. I sort of have some issue where it makes noises. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but just had lunch about an hour ago, so you know. Yeah, let's have a look, see what happens. Still playing around this Cibi high, this here. So if it does run up, then I'd also look to see of this consequent encouragement here. So the midpoint of this wick is interesting. So that could be a potential dual liquidity. Then buy side, and also the midpoint of this wick as well, which is similar to where the wick actually is. So yeah, so midpoint of this wick, buy side, and the midpoint of the fair value gap is potentially the draw on liquidity. And let's just see what it does. It's 10 a.m. now. There is no rush. Also, um, because I've been trading on the computer with the different software, um, then I will have to get used to putting in um, the buy and sell limits and stuff like that. And yeah, so hopefully that does work well. But yeah, only going to be looking at euro and dollar. If you guys do want me to um, like analyze another chart, just let me know. But if it's just like 10-20 or 10-15, then I'll probably just be focused on euro, um, and then just be going through euro and dollar and not other pairs. But if it's this time, then there's a lot of time, so we can go through other pairs if you want me to. So here, I usually just have like the daily opening gaps, the weekly opening gaps on one of my charts. So delete that and that. Don't think there was much of a weekly opening gap today. It's here. So if there's not much of a weekly opening gap, you use the previous week. But there hasn't really been much of gaps with dollar. I mean, there's a daily opening gap there. So if you drag that across, you can sort of see how price reacts from there. This gap here, you can sort of see. But yeah, I only trade euro. I was dabbing my feet in the E-minis, the Nasdaq and S&P, Just because in the future, if anything does happen to the currency market, as in if there's like just one currency and stuff like that in the future, or digital coins and stuff like that, then it's also good to have that in your arsenal. Um, but yeah, euro is good because it correlates to exactly to the dollar. I think it's like 71% inversely correlated. Um, so yeah, that's why. I mean, you can go for cable, which is pound dollar, but I just feel like euro is. I just like euro better than pound. I've had better results. So, and there's other pairs like pound Aussie. Um, if dollar is going sideways, then pound Aussie will probably like be going up or down. Like that's like an exotic pair, it's like a pair which doesn't have dollar in it. If dollar's going sideways, then those pairs like pound Aussie or pound yen seem to be moving a lot more, like Kiwi CAD or something like that. I actually did trade. I think it was Kiwi CAD before, and I was like stuck in a trade for like 7 days, and then like the interest rates came for. I think it was New Zealand or something crazy like that, and it shot up, and I did make some a bit of money. All right, looks like it is trying to break out here. It is going sideways here, so nothing really to look for. Just going to draw. Move that there quickly. That there. So potentially this could be the draw liquidity. That buy side here as well. Keep an eye on that. And there's this consequent encouragement of the previous daily wick. And just above that, as I just said, is the daily CIBI consequent encouragement. There, this fair value gap here. Let me just bring this down as well, just so you guys can see it. I don't want to get in trouble with anything with financial advice, so that's why I just got it there, and in the description as well. A CIBI is sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So it is a bearish fair value gap. So it is inefficient in buy side. So that's why, like here, it's just a down candle. So this is a CIBI, sell side imbalance. There's an imbalance of sell side, and it has no buy side. It's inefficient in buying. So that's why the market tends to run back up to fill it. And then once it fills it, then it's a balanced market there, if that makes sense. So on the higher time frame, this is a CIBI again. So it's a sell side imbalance, and it's inefficient in buy side. So it's inefficient in buying. There's only selling in that candle. So the market tends to come back up to balance the market. So it has to buy it. So that's why it's called buy side inefficiency. It is a fair value gap. That's what it is. A fair value gap is that exactly. A fair value gap is CB or BISI. It is the same thing. It's just a way to say if it's a bearish fair value gap or bullish fair value gap. So this high, let's have a look at what it does. There's a fair value gap here, but I just don't like the fact that it's been going sideways at the moment. It still could run here, but there's nothing really that I want to get into. what I want to get good at as well, ICT explains, is like balanced price areas. So if anyone does know this or could explain it as well, um, it's where so it drops down here. So this is imbalance, and then straight away it balances back out. So this whole area here is a balanced price range. So once it leaves it, then there's no reason for price to want to come back over here. So once it breaks away, then it wants to find something that's imbalanced. And the only thing that I see which is imbalanced, where was it? Could be between these two here, and there's also that little inefficiency here. Why is my bias bullish? Well, at the moment it's above this to be high here. It's trading above it. This is just on a shorter time frame as well. As we can see, price ran sell side here. On that 4 hour time frame, there's this BISI, and if we look on the 5 minute, it ran sell side. So early morning, it ran sell side. So it took out people who are long here, and then tapped into the bullish breaker on the 5 minute and the 4 hour BISI. There's now running for people who are sold. So people who sold from down here. So that would be the final target. But let's have a look how it reacts into this inefficiency here and this buy side here as well. And that daily constant encouragement wick, if that makes any sense for you. Let's just make it like that. Get the middle line. Bring it back. So another thing to see as well, is how quickly does price reach the inefficiencies consequent encouragement. So it ran quickly quite there, but it hasn't closed above it just yet. If it closes above with this candle here, then we're more likely to reach that high on fair value gap. So let's see if it closes above it, and if it does, then we're probably more likely to see it want to run to the high of that. And then if it starts acting as support, then I'll be even more confident if we're running this buy side. So it hasn't closed above it just yet. So, but it was still quite quick to run to the consequent encouragement. Didn't struggle. Yeah, it's ran to the high now. Let's see if it closes. Yo, Black Owl, how you doing, man? Hope you're going all going well. Hope your Monday morning slash afternoon is going amazing. All right, so it's closed above it, or to literally to the high. It hasn't closed above it yet. Let's see how it reacts. If it pulls back, let's see if the consequent encouragement shows support here. For me now to be bearish on a short time frame, I'd say this candle here, this low, would have to get taken. And then there's sell side down here and down here. So try to keep this in sight at all times. So if it does run this buy side and the consequent encouragement, um, then that little buy side here would be next. Let's see how it reacts off this consequent encouragement. I'm just seeing how the market is reacting at 10 a.m. Just want to see what it's like. Want to see if it's aggressive, if it's going sideways. So the worst thing to do is just jump straight in, especially on a Monday morning. Like I said, just keep an eye on that candle so far. That's like the line in the sand for me. So if it takes us out, then potentially price wants to run to these lows. But other than that, we'll be looking for this buy side here. But yeah, trading is like this. It's slow. It should be boring. There shouldn't be anything like exciting about trading, about getting into a trade. There shouldn't be any adrenaline or anything like that. If there's adrenaline and stuff like that, then it's more likely you're gambling. Should be like a business. You're in here to make money, not just gamble or take trades that make you just want to have a trade. Basically, you don't want to be trading just because you want to be have that feeling of being into a trade, into just knowing the results. So acting as an inversion fair value gap for now. I'm gonna just make it orange. Um, so orange is like an inversion fair value gap, same as ICT. See here, it ran into that there. So it ran into it, tapped it, pulled away, broke above, act as support here. So if it starts trading above this, then I'll be confident it for running at 1.09704. I don't think there was no news today, was there? Let me just grab it on. No, just Swiss franc. No news tomorrow either, or red news anyway. And then Wednesday is, or Thursday, sorry, is CPI. So Thursday CPI. So yeah, Wednesday will be trading. Thursday, um, you guys can let me know if you want me to take read or anything. So it's looking like it is running. So taking this buy side. See if he wants to just reach a little bit higher into the consequent encouragement. I need to have another screen. I need to have another screen with 1 minute and 5 minute because that's what I usually do. Just keep looking at the 5 and the 1 when I'm doing this. View on GU, it'd be similar for Euro. I'll quickly look at it, bro, but um, I will be solely looking at Euro. But it is running. Gone 15. There's not much inefficiency here. There's that buy side. No inefficiency. There's that little bit of buy side here. Um, have a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour straight away that wick. So the midpoint. So that'd be draw liquidity. Same with the daily. Even just do the daily. The daily here and prices at it at the minute. So there, basically for the T. So the next draw liquidity would be probably that buy side here, or there even. Buy side there, and inefficiency here if it wants to keep reaching higher. For GU. Lower. If it wants to go lower, then let's have a look. I'll say just be careful if you're trying to short it. Just be careful for now if you're trying to short it. That's all I'll say. What is the bias today? The bias, well, I'm just going to do intraday. Um, so, like at the start of the stream, I did call out this buy side here getting reached, or I guess I called it out. Just said price potentially wants to run. Um, and then the next draw would be the consequent encouragement. So at the minute, I'd say long until otherwise. Yeah, until otherwise. Long until otherwise. Just keep looking on the daily time frame. So it's still got that consequent encouragement in. If we take a look at the midpoint of this fair value gap, so on the daily high and on daily time frames, on the higher time frame, sorry, so the daily 4 hour, you want to use the four quadrants, so the 75%, 50%, 25%, and then on like the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, the 1 minute, you can just use the midpoint, which is the 50%. So yeah, just take a look at how price does react to the different quadrants here. So it's really nice. So even where is it? Let me just put it on the daily here. So with this, as I was explaining with the bullish breaker, this is like a really nice setup. Not a silver bullet. It's a different setup that I like. Is the bullish breaker on a high time frame PD array. So this is a 4 hour, and then look at the body's respecting the midpoint of the daily to be there. So multiple times, and it's also tapping into that fair value gap and the bullish breaker. So that's like multiple things that you want to look for it to then want to run higher. So seeing that, then I want to see it run higher. Where's it going to run to? Just zoom out a little bit. We saw it already ran that. So there's that fair value gap. And if it wanted to act as support, so the inversion fair value gap, it wants to run this buy side, a little inefficiency, consequent encouragement, and that buy side, inefficiency, buy side for the long run. So if you use long from down here, take my position off, I would say over here, um, and then from, I'll say draw from here to here, anywhere in this pink area, that's when you should be looking for buys. Now it's just ran back into a premium, which means it's like overbought. So anywhere in this pink box is discount. You want to be buying in a discount. That's heavily discounted. Here's still a discount, so it'd be a nice buy. And then the final target is at buy side, where you should only have a little bit of left off running, if that makes sense. Let's see what price wants to do now. Just looking at 5. So it may want to run this sell side here to take people out who's moved their stops a bit early. So once it ran higher, they might have moved their stops here. Price may want to take them out before running even higher. So it would also capture, trap people thinking that this is resistance. So if I just delete that, delete this for now, retail traders may think this is resistance, so they're going to sell and take people out here who are still long, and then people who've got their stops here, price may just reverse and just take them out even more. So they take buyers out of the market, trap sellers in the market, and take them both out. That's potentially what could happen. Where was that inversion? Yeah. But for me to be short, it'd have to take out this low here, and then it'd be like a shift in market because there's sell side here, but price just may want to just take sell side and then just go back up. But if it takes down here, then I think that's just like a more of a shift in structure. Then it may want to take out these sell side down here. So before, um, I used to see that get taken out, and then I'd look in short, and it'd run back up higher. So I'm just being even more patient and just waiting for another low to get taken, and then I'll be more confident in it wanting to run lower than me getting trying to get the top and then getting taken out. So let's see if there's any silver bullet setups. I mean, you can say, is it 10 a.m.? Yeah, this is a fair leg up here. I just wasn't interested in all this sideways, but it did have a fair value up there, and it ran on liquidity, which was at far side here. But that doesn't interest me really. So yeah, not much inefficiency here or buy side. So again, just look at the wicks instead. Um, so on the hour there is that wick. So straight away, consequent encouragement, which is the midpoint. This as well. If this acts as a fair value gap, an inversion fair value gap, sorry. So potentially tomorrow, the next day, if it breaks above and acts as support, then we potentially see these start getting taken out as well. Just keep that in mind in the long term, but the short term, We've got already taken this out, so it'd be that little inefficiency here, there, and then remember the consequent encouragement on the daily as well. So now this has made a high, a lower low. Let's see if it makes a higher high for bullish breaker. But again, on the 5, starts from this run here, the draw liquidity, the final draw liquidity is there. And this is where the run came from. So let's just say it's from here. You're only buying a discount, remember that. So this is where the run is from. Potentially, if it wants to pull back even more on a 5-minute time frame, then I'll be happy for them to be another push. But for now, this is still the same push for me. So so that inefficiency has now been filled here. And probably I'd say the consequent encouragement on the daily time frame. I'll quickly change over. Let's get that there. Let's have a look. Yeah, the daily consequent encouragement has been hit as well. So next draw would be this. And again, one of the rules is only buying a discount, only selling a premium. At the minute, we are in a premium, so we can't buy in a premium. But I hope you guys still like the stream though. Again, this is just the first episode. Every single day, there might not be a trade. There could be a trade twice in 1 week. There could be a trade. There could be 4 trades in 1 week. But yeah, the worst thing that I'm going to do is not force a trade. So that's the worst thing to do. Sorry, is force a trade. You took a short. Oh, maybe you took a long. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the thing to do. First episode. Don't want to rush straight into it and start the account off negative. I mean, if I did take my first trade and it ends up being a loss, that does not matter. Um, like I'm pretty confident in passing this, so just literally going to take some time and yeah, it's be a nice. It'd be a good journey for all of us, I think, especially me coming out of the comfort zone, actual live trading, then sharing the results with people. Um, I don't know how I'm going to show the results yet because I don't want to show my full name on YouTube. I might just post like the screenshot in Discord. So if you guys want to follow um, the Discord group, or I'll post like the screenshot on the community on YouTube, so I can just edit my name out. So I can show like the graph and stuff like that. And then also I've made a Excel spreadsheet of like the days of January, and then I'm going to mark them each day if they're profit or if they're lost. So, and that's what you guys should do as well. I'll once we take the first trade, I'll send it in what it looks like. It's really good to document. It's like a really good way of documenting your trades. Then you can look back over the whole year, which month you did best, which month you did worse, which days you did good, which days you did bad, like days of the week. Um, and yeah, it's a really good way. Yeah, it's gonna be a good journey. I'm excited. Um, yeah. So let's see how this British breaker is gonna act. So again, low, low, high, high. British breaker, little fair value gap here. there. Let's just see how it reacts. Just take that off, and then background blue there. So again, another fair value gap. So these are all fair value gaps here. They can get in. That price may want to come to. Feel free to follow me on Twitter as well. Um, I don't use Twitter too much, but I'll post updates and stuff like that. Let me send it in the group, in the chat, if you guys want to follow Twitter. Um, but yeah, let's see what Euro wants to do. Let's see what it does. At the moment, still seeing if it wants to run this buy side. And then also, I'll just post in the Discord as well. Uh, how do I get? Hopefully, you guys. But sometimes, yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes when I copy my Discord link, it doesn't work. So hopefully this Discord link works in the chat as well. Hopefully that works. But yeah, that would be just me posting like the results and stuff on there. Okay, so it's still trading at the low of this bullish breaker. You can obviously drag that across here, so this whole thing is a bullish breaker, but I like to just put it as one candle here to just narrow it down. So look how price is reacting once it's tapped into, so it took buy side, and then there's that little inefficiency here. So this area was inefficient in buy side. So it ran back up, filled it, is now pulling lower. If it breaks above and acts as support, so an inversion fair value gap, then potentially that could be a nice indication for it to run buy side. So the reason why I drew it from here and not from there was because it already ran up and filled that little area here, so it left this inefficient. If that makes any sense. Delete this and delete that now. I'm just going to keep charts clean. Where's that? So now, let me just move. Let's do that. For me, this probably moves from here. So if this gets taken out here, then potentially price pull back up and run sell side down here. So just keep an eye on this candle here. So there's sell side here. People move stops down here. Potentially want to run, tap into this order block, and then run higher. If you're looking at the sell side or like the short side of it, high, low, high, high. Wants to make a lower low. So it's ran into the inefficiency, then done a bearish breaker. So it'll be sort of looking something like this. If it pulls lower, and then it'll come into this. Let me just redo that because we had my magnet on. So it'll come into the bearish breaker, fair value gap, and then potentially lower for sell side down here and down here. Looking something like that potentially. That can happen next. If he was aggressive, then you can get in something like this. We want it to run lower, so it's already ran buy side. It's already ran into an efficiency and a daily confident encouragement, the wick. But if you're an aggressive trader, you can have stops just above there. Um, so this is like the advanced ICT breaker. So you're predicting the breaker. So if this from a leg here, this is all distortion. So this is all time distortion manipulation. If you draw your fib from the high to the low, from there, and then you get just one standard deviation. So a standard deviation is the same leg as this. So basically it's just the leg. So if you draw that cross down, is the exact same measurement. So that's one leg, then it'd be two legs, three. Sometimes it's a good target to just target one standard deviation from the advanced ICT breaker. Do I trade crypto? No, I don't. Um, I've invested a teeny bit in crypto, but yeah, don't trade crypto. I mean, last time I saw Bitcoin was at 43k. Don't know how much it is at now. Uh, 45k now. Wow, 46 as well. Shy of 45. I mean, I think on the monthly, I had that buy side inefficiency here. Potentially wants to get drawn onto that. That's what I say for crypto. But yeah, let's go back into here. Yeah, defo. I mean, even just like making videos is a really good way of journaling. Um, so before I like posting on YouTube and stuff. Oh, literally, I was just posting on YouTube just to journal myself. I just wanted to say, like, I usually just speak to myself like, oh, this is what I see for today, blah 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 blah. And then I'll be like, oh, this is what actually happened. And then I'll just post it and then delete it on my computer because I just didn't have the space. Um, and now, like, I've always just love trading anyway, and just being able to help other people is just something that I love as well. Um, but yeah, videoing and recording your trades is definitely a good way of journaling. But also just writing down in a notepad, just that you can only see, is a really good way. Just so you can just write everything is just raw. Just write exactly what you're thinking, what you did wrong. So like before, sometimes I'd be like, I took three trades today, lost three. Like I, I was like, I'm supposed to trade once. I took three trades. I'm like, wow. Like, just write that down, if you just reread it in the future, that's where I was going wrong. Like I just broke my rule of trading three times. And then I read like the next week, I was like 4%. So if I just took that one loss instead of three losses, I would have been up like 7% or 6% instead of only 1% up. So it's things like that. There's always like another week as well. When usually like if I force a trade and I'd end up probably losing the trade, either the next day or the week after, there's like a lovely trade set up that you just see perfectly. You take it, and I'm like, why didn't I just not wait for that trade set up? So yeah, yeah, bro. Feel free to do it on your channel. It's a good way of just documenting and journaling, and just in the future, just like how far you've actually come. Like, I was making videos like 4 years ago, and it's just crazy like how I was just looking at the market differently and just the different strategy that I had. It's just funny, but it just all comes down to risk management. Trust me. Hopefully, this thing shows just about just risk management really. So this series hopefully just shows about risk management. Just 1%. Won't be breaking any rules. It's literally live. So there's not me just hitting it back again. Like you guys can hold me accountable for it. As long as I stick to the rules, I'll be happy. Whatever the result. 215, 5. Nothing for me says it's bearish. So for me, this fair value gap here. Where's it gone? Oh, there. So where it bounces, so it breaks above, bounces. If price wants to break lower, act as an inversion fair value gap, then price potentially wants to just head for that sell side down here. Just beware this order block as well. But nothing is shouting for shorts today. So yeah, bro. 13 minutes left for 11. Um, hopefully you guys just enjoy. Um, because it's basically just a tape reading as well, and then if the trade setup happens, then I'll be taking the trade. Um, it's crazy how quick it goes, right? I think did I start the stream like 20 to 10, 10 to 10? It's already nearly 11. Crazy. So it's still in this bullish breaker. Don't forget. This bullish breaker for me, I just don't like the amount of candles. The bullish candles, one, two, three, four. Um, so, but it's still a bullish breaker. It just doesn't stand out too well for me. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. Cheers for tuning in as well and like interacting and stuff like that. It's always good. And I hope everyone has enjoyed the first episode. It'll be on YouTube as well. I think I've made a playlist as well. And then every trade that I do, I'll just post the results on Discord, the community, and Twitter. It'll just be on all like the social medias and stuff. Cable long for the order block. Yeah, pound order block there. It is running into this buy side inefficiency as well. Yes, it is my full time job. It is for the past year. For the past year, but I was trading whilst working. Um, so I was working, and then just um, literally learning about trading whilst working. And then as soon as I finished work, just kept working on trading. Even at work, I was just literally just watching videos or just writing down things and stuff like that. I was just obsessed. So let's see if this acts as an inversion fair value gap now. So this area here, if it acts as an inversion fair value gap, so support, then where is it? Then I'll be a little bit more confident if we're running this high here. And let's just keep an eye on this. Let's see if it does. Bring this back over. But yeah, trading for a full-time job um, is is really good, but it's also it does get a little bit boring. Um, so I've definitely taken up hobbies as well, and I've gone to the gym a lot more. But yeah, there'll be days when you'll be not doing anything, and I've had not that I had to learn, but there's days where you want to trade, or you'll be looking for trade setup for the whole week, and there's just be nothing, and trying to force that trade is just the worst thing to do. It just it's just so frustrating. So I've been there before, and then you just think to yourself like, why would you do that? Just forcing your trade. Man, I'd love to travel, but I've got a girlfriend, so I mean maybe in the future, definitely in the future. Um, but yeah, I'm not making loads of money. I'm making like money just so I can live for now. Um, but once I just have multiple max allocations funded, then I'll be able to just travel, take one trade a month, and yeah, that'd be amazing. That is the goal. But yeah, just think of it like I'm literally able to just like live by food, um, basically have everything like that, all the bills and stuff, pay for the bills, stuff like that. So and literally just do it from literally my room, and then be able to play football, play golf, go to the gym, have nice weekends, stuff like that. Yeah, I made more than I did in my normal job. But I mean, more normal job is crazy to think like normal job. I'd be happy. I'd be like working like 80 to 80 hours a week. It's like crazy. It's like a crazy job. It's like working like 80 hours a week on minimum wage, then only be getting paid but like barely anything at the end of the month. But if I waited, like there'd be a week where I don't make any money, and then one day and another day, and there'd be like three trades for the month. I'll be making like more or similar to what I made in the whole month of working like 80 hours a week and stuff. It's just crazy like how our mind has been fixed or like just made to think that working 80 hours is good. But I'm like when I did like a labouring job as well. I was like, oh nice, £80 for like 7 hours or 8 hours worth of labouring. And there's me like demo trading back in the day, like making like $500 or £500 demo trading in 10-minute trade. It's crazy how our minds think. So the strat I use, I've posted on YouTube, but it's the I love my only strat that I use on funded is higher time frame PDRA mixed in the lower time frame is the bullish breaker, bearish breaker, fair value gap, and it has to be like on the high or low or the consequent encouragement of the higher time frame. So literally where that one down here, that is a lovely setup. So 4 hour, so that's a high time frame PDRA. Made a low, a low, a low, high, high. Taps into the bullish breaker inside a fair value gap, which is inside that bullish breaker. Taps into the high of the 4 hour VISI, and then also the daily time frame consequent encouragement. So there's like multiple things. So that's why I was confident in price running this, and then it just makes me more confident in looking for where's price going to want to run to next. So these highs here. So that's why I was looking for like longs, if that makes any sense. How do I make the thumbnail? I made it on what's it called? Canva. There's that free. It's a free thing, and then I just like got the picture of my profile picture and stuff like that. Let's see if this acts as a inversion fair value gap. Yeah. So there's a fair value gap here. Bounce off the inversion. Move that to the side, and there's buy side here. So let's see if it wants to run for it. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, this is definitely taking me out of the comfort zone of live trading. Um, but I think the worst thing that I could do, like I said before, is force a trade when a trade is not there. So if I've got an audience watching me and there's literally no trade set up for me personally, the worst thing to do is for me just try and make a trade up and just force it, and then that'll just make me lose my head. So the best thing to do is just for me to reply to you guys and stuff like that, but just do exactly what I do for the silver bullet. And then it also get me better at doing the silver bullet as well, because the silver bullet isn't my trade setup that I do. I do love the silver bullet, and every demo trade that I took works with the silver bullet. Or not every demo trade, but I posted a lot on YouTube about the silver bullet, and it is really powerful. Um, but yeah, it could be something that I add into my funded if it plays out. Uh, Let me have a look, bro, for the template. Um, I think I just typed in YouTube thumbnails. Um, Let me have a look, bro. I've barely used this. Um, if I find it, I'll let you know. Oh, I got it. I got it. It's called Black Professional Finance YouTube Thumbnail. That's what it's called. Uh, Let me. Don't know if I can copy the name. But yeah, Black Professional Finance YouTube Thumbnail. It's by Rain in Leeds. That's what it's called. No worries, bro. How comes I left the weekly opening gap? What for Euro? Are you talking about? The weekly opening gap for euro. Um, usually doesn't have gaps in euro. Only like index, like the dollar or like the futures market and stuff like that. But if there is a opening gap, then I'd love to see it. Oh, wall of gains. What is wall of gains, bro? I'm not too sure about that. I thought you were talking about the weekly opening gap, the new weekly opening gap and stuff. So yeah, there's no silver bullet today for me. Where's that gone? The only thing I saw straight away, where is it? It was here. Pretty sure it was here. So straight away that here, that was at 10:06 or whatever, 10:08. Um, and if you actually just look back, this was from the push here. So this was a low risk buy. This was at first stage of accumulation. If you draw a fib from this push to the draw liquidity, which is here, and then just find the premium discount. So any of this pink area you can buy. So that was in a premium, a discount, sorry. This is in a discount, 10:09. But for me, I just didn't like the way it just constantly just going sideways there. But yeah, it just ran and ran that bar side, which is there. So that was a potential. That was a silver bullet that I missed, I guess. Um, but yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. Anything changes, it'll be in the Discord or Twitter and or YouTube. Um, yeah, hope you guys like the first stream. I'm sure I'll be getting better with the stream inside and stuff like that each week and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for what this series is going to be, what it's going to hold and stuff like that. And I'm sure all of us or me going to pass the challenge. But yeah, it's not financial advice. I don't want you guys putting loads of money onto the one trade, you know. Um, yeah, yeah, nice bro. Trust me. Just it takes time. There's no need to just rush. And just the worst thing to do is think about the money. Um, the worst thing. Just worrying about money, thinking about money, is the worst thing in trading. If you don't worry about the money, just focus on what the candles are telling you, where the draw liquidity is and stuff like that. Then the money will come. So like, that's why I guess like MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, or just brokers don't enable you to just see like the 1% or like they always show you the profit and loss. Like if you see on like MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, imagine if you can just see like 1% gain, minus one. I'm sure if you saw you was plus 1% and holding a trade, you'd still hold it. But if you see like £1,000, £2,000, £3,000, you'll start thinking, oh, should I take profit? So it's all about psychology there. And you would be worried if you lost 1%, but potentially you'd be worried about losing £2,000. So you're trying to get it back immediately. But if you just lost 1%, then you won't want to just rush to get it back. You know, you just wait for another setup to happen. Let's see if it climbs into this. Constant encouragement of the 5 minute time frame and the buy side there. But yeah, pretty slow day. Just choppy here. Not choppy, just going sideways and slow. So it's definitely a high resistance day. So they're definitely not the ones you want to get into. You want to get into the ones which is a low resistance liquidity trade, where it just like floods down or floods up. So something like this. So high, low, high, high. Does it tap into the bearish breaker potentially? But yeah, just like floods down. I want to see if it does. Yeah, it does. High, low, low, bearish breaker, fair value gap, draw liquidity here. So I just saw that quickly. But yeah, that's what a trade you want to get into. Instead of this choppiness, are just slowly going up. So that would just wear you out mentally. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Yeah, literally similar time. If anything else changes, then I will let you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, um, and yeah, feel free to give me any feedback as well. Anything I can do better, that's always a plus. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. All right, be safe. Enjoy the rest of the day. And hopefully I get a little bit better and I don't sound too ill tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.